Hey guys, Star Prometheus here. We are week 16. It's a win it and in it week as the Ravens are going for a possible first or second seed in the AFC. I believe the first seed is already tied up by the Patriots, so they're trying to go for a second seed. Us, however, are vying for a wild card spot. So we are tied in a three-way tie if we do win this, and we do hold the tiebreakers. So here we go into week 17, kicked off here to the Ravens. Campanaro is going to take it out of the end zone. Good spin move out there, but only get back to the 20. So out would come Matt Barkley. Flacco is hurt for the next 3 weeks. He's had 7 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, and 988 yards. So he's been going for a couple of weeks now. Play action. Looking downfield, going over the middle, and he has Denzel Perryman for a first down to 35. Good tight throw by Barkley. Williams in motion. Under center is going to be a give to West. Bounce off a couple Bengals and dragging Ray to the 42. Under center again, tight end on the left side. Play action. It does not fool Vigil as he goes in the backfield and sacks Barkley. Going to be a delay handoff to West, and he's not going to go anywhere, so it is a punt for the Falcons. Out will come A.J. McCarron, 25 touchdowns, 23 interceptions, 3,200 yards. We've been playing a lot of games behind, so we've had to throw the ball a lot more than we wanted to with McCarron. But here we're going to start with Bernard. Breaks the tackle, goes to the outside of 30. Spin move. He's going to come down to the 40 and drag down by Weddle at the 45. Big play by Bernard. We need a big day from him. Take some pressure off A.J. McCarron here. Play action. Looking. He's going to find Ozama here, and he's going to have a first down to 34. And the Bengals, 2 plays and already to 34 of the Ravens. Going to be a handoff trying to go up the middle, and Bernard stuff for no gain. So I should say he lost some as Hill's taking the play action here. Thrown in triple coverage. Luckily, it's not picked off by Mosley, just knocked down. Drop it back. Looking. Quick routes here and throwing it out of bounds. Smart play by McCarron to not take the sack. And we'll have Jake Elliott come out for a 51-yard field goal. It's up. And it's to the uprights and good. So the Bengals strike first, putting 3 on the board. So here we are. The next possession for the Ravens. Play action from their own 18 going over the middle, and that's Macklin wide open, and in trail was Pac-Man Jones by about 4 or 5 steps. So play action again. Barkley clean pocket, gonna fire it into coverage, and that's knocked down intended for Boyle. Going to be a handoff to West. West has a hole in the middle of the 50. Spin move there at the 46 it looked like. He's taking out the 47. So Boyle in motion. Going to be a misdirection to West. He's going to drag Atkins for a couple yards there as he falls forward. Making 2nd and 5. Play action. Looking. Pressure in his face. Hit as he throws. That's complete to Macklin. Macklin puts the ball on the ground. It's a big hit there by Pac-Man Jones. Getting some vengeance as it's picked up by Aloka, and it is a fumble. So play action. McCarron looking. And he's going to terribly miss his intended receiver there, and that's definitely McCarron's fault. Not even accurate. Pump fake next play. Good pickup on the blitz. Going to double coverage. AJ Green's not going to be able to come up with it. He's knocked away. Dropping back 3rd and 10. Trying to avoid going 3 and out, and he's going to have Ross on the outside. He's going to be dragged out of bounds at the 34. They give to Hill, and that's a good stop on the line. On 2nd and 10. Dropping back. Pressure out the backside. He's going to dump it off to Bernard as Weddle's in with the tackle. So a 3rd and 8 here. Dropping back. Looking. Setting up a screen. He's going to be caught on the outside by Hill. Hill trying to go for the first down. He's going to boil to get it through 2 Ravens. So a play action. Rolling over the left side. McCarron nowhere to go. That is Terrell Suggs. So it's a 2nd and 17 out of the empty backfield. The rush is picked up, but it will still get there. Pierce having a tackle from behind, or behind the line of scrimmage, and now a sack. Dropping back, McCarron. He's going to be his. He throws. It's out to Ross. He just cannot hold on to it. Webb looked like he jarred that one loose, and it'll be punted back to Barkley and the Ravens offense. Here's a touch pass up, missing Boyle. On second down, it's going to be out of the shotgun. It's going to be give to West. West bouncing off, but nowhere to go as Ray gets him down to 21. So 3rd and 9, trying to go 3 and out. Barkley dropping back. Pressure's there, and he's going to miss his man. He had a step, could have made a play, but it's incomplete. Next possession for the Bengals. Bernard's going to take that first play on the outside and lose 1. Under center, blitz is picked up. Rolling over to the right side away from the pressure. Going to dump it off to Hewitt coming down the backfield, and that will make it a 3rd and 7. Looking, throwing quick throw on to A.J. Green on the out route towards the sideline, and that will be caught for a first down. Misdirection handoff. Bernard on the outside. He's got some room. Good spin move by Bernard, and A.J. Green gets the block ahead of him for a couple extra yards. So a play action here. Looking, hit as he throws. Hewitt's the dump off there, and he's going to be close to a first down. They'll say he's got it. Out of the empty set. Blitz from the corner. It's going to be Humphrey coming from that nickel corner position. So a 2nd and 9, dropping back. Another empty backfield as looking to throw it over to Boyd across his body. Didn't like the run there, and we have an injury, but it will be for the Ravens. Going to Mixon on the outside, and Mixon's got nothing out there. So another Elliott field goal. Elliott puts it up, and it's inside the right upright to make it 6-0. Here, Bernard's going to give it to West. West taken down by Ray at the line of scrimmage. Yep, they'll say nothing. They'll give it to West again. Good spin move this time on Vontaze Burfict to pick up a couple more yards. 3rd and 5. Dropping back. The Bengals blitz is picked up. Wilson on the outside has the first down. And Pac-Man Jones on the stop. Under center, Barkley, quick drop. Blitz is picked up on the backside as he dumps it off to Max Williams. Look at 2nd and manageable 3. Going to be a give to West. Out of that A-gap blitz, no pressure or penetration in the backfield. So giving it to Langford, the former Bear, going to a big stiff arm, and that'll be close to a first down. They'll say he's got it. And another good measure to get in front of the blitzer by Langford springs Max Williams down the field for a good reception to 17. Throwing the outside as he's hit. Perryman, good spin move, and Perryman's going to juke out 3 Bengals. Perfect, Aloka and Jackson clueless there. Good spin move, and Baltimore's up to 1-point lead. Play action, dumping off the left side of Hewitt. He's going to have a short gain. They will actually give him 3. More than I thought he did there is Bernard. Up the middle, gain of 2. 3rd and 5, trying not to go 3 and out again. Rolling over the right side, has time, going over the middle. A.J. Green wide open, no one near him for at least 10 yards. And that puts him at the 48 of the Bengals. He's going to run, and that's to Bernard up to the 49. Going to be out of the shotgun. Play action, looking. Going to throw it across his body to Bernard. Doesn't see anything open with some pressure behind him. And that's just a desperation throw. On 3rd and long, dropping back, looking. Going to try to get it to LaFell, but it's not even close. So on a punt here. Huber puts it sky high in the air at about the 15. Campanero's going to take it. He's going to put the ball on the ground. And it's going to be recovered by the Bengals. A big hit on Campanero from the side. And that will be Bengals ball from the Baltimore 21. Play action. Looking, and the sack there by Bowser. He had 4 last time he saw us in week 1. He's got 1 today. A blitz by Baltimore. Gets home again, and it's going to be Wormley there with a sack. So out of field goal range. 3rd and 22. Rolling over. Looking. He's going to try to get to Bernard. Bernard's got a spin move on the outside. He's going to break towards the corner of the end zone, and he will be taken out of bounds at the 1. That is a big play for the Bengals and a big conversion. So give it to Hill. Hill bouncing off some players. Just cannot get some forward momentum. Suggs cleans it up. Going to Hill again, and Hill just can't get in there. Weddle being the first one there. It's going to be a play action, and we're not fooling anyone. Good blitz. Mosley's there with the sack. So we take a timeout here with the last seconds in the second quarter as we put it up with the Jake Elliott field goal. Easy and in. It's a 9-7 game for the Bengals. We do get the ball first going in the second half, but it's all about these Baltimore turnovers. They've given the Bengals 2, and they've gotten 3 points off just one of them. So here we go in the third quarter. Bernard fighting for some yards there like we are playoff hopes, and that's a no gain. Dropping back, looking, has time, finds a wide open Tyler Eifert, and Eifert's going to boil through a couple of Ravens until Mosley's there to clean it up. Dropping back, quick drop two, rolling over the left side, doesn't like what he sees, so he's going to throw it out of bounds. Kind of a late hit, but it's not going to be called. A play action here, rolling on the right side, has time. Has a man downfield. It's going to be Ross. He's going to break a tackle, go up the sideline, and thrown down to save the touchdown at the 11. So a 1st and 10 here. Rolling over the right side away from pressure. Thrown on the run. LaFell's got it at the 1. He just could not outreach the football. So a 1st and goal. First give. Bernard's in there with a close defender behind him. It's going to be a touchdown. The Bengals finally the first on the day. And that will make it a 16-7 game. The Bengals finally punching in the end zone. So Barkley, quick drop. He's going to put a backwards pass out to Wallace. That's dangerous with 3 Bengals unblocked on the outside. On second down, going to give it to West. West going to be thrown down by Atkins in the middle of that defensive line. Barkley dropping back, going to dump it off to Watson, and Watson nowhere to go as that's a 3 and out for the Ravens. So going to be a handoff to Bernard. Bernard has a couple of blocks until he gets into the second level of 39. Going to be a play action. Blitz is going to get there as Wormley gets his 2nd sack of the day. Nowhere to go for the quarterback. A misdirection handoff to Mixon. Just trying to get this drive over with, and Mixon's not going to gain anything. So Barkley, quick throw over the middle. It's going to be knocked down by Burfict. Had some room for Perryman to work up the middle of the field, too. So a handoff to West. West breaks 1 tackle. Dragged down from behind by Ray. And it'll make it a 3rd and 2. Going to be another handoff to West. West will be hit by a couple of Bengals, but get the first down. So West again up the middle, and this time he is not going to get anything. Actually, they'll say he got 4. More than I thought he did there. Is West getting another carry up the middle, trying to take this pressure off Barkley. On 3rd and 3, though, we have to go for it, and isolation from the outside, and Wallace cannot hold on. That's Pac-Man Jones with a breakup, and that's a big play for the Bengals. So we get the ball from the 4 after a good punt. We're going to give it to Bernard on the outside. Good spin move for maybe getting an extra yard. As we do another play action. Going outside. Pressure's there. Hizzy throws. Bernard coming out of the backfield is going to catch this one on the right side. And down to 23 as he's forced out of bounds. So on 1st down, drop it back. 2 tight ends out there looking. And that's going to be out to A.J. Green working from left to right. Short pass, but it will be close. On the 2nd and 1, Hill has the room in front of him, and he's going to be brought down by Weddle, a sure tackler for the Ravens. He's coming up with some big tackles today. So here is another play action, and that's broken up. Should have been picked off, but it's dropped. The 2nd 10, quick throw, thrown up the middle, and Ross is blown up, and he's going to be injured. It looks pretty serious by that amount. It is his side, and so, or his shoulder it looks like, but he would not return for the day. So throwing out to Eifert. Eifert uncovered in the flats out there on the right side, and that will be a 13-yard gain. So good 7-yard drop, running away from pressure at the backside, looking. He's going to run it and go out of bounds at the 38. The Bengals just threatening to make it to the playoffs and prevent the spoiling by the Ravens. But there it is. It's Bowser in the backfield for the stop. 3rd and 5. Dropping back, looking. There is a weird rush there at the line. A zone blitz, but we just can't put the ball on target. So we punt it back to Jeremy Macklin doing some work over there for this Ravens offense to the 45. Play action. Looking down. Blitz is picked up. Barkley, though, is brought up. It looked like the hand of one of the linebackers, Ray, had a hand on him, and Burfict cleans it up. So Barkley dropping back, looking, stepping up in the pocket, but it's going to be out of bounds. No way to make a play there. 3rd and 17. He's going to head it off to West. West going to have a big gain, and he's going to have a big hit there by, it looked like it was Williams. As Bernard coming out with a big run out there to the 50, big juke, and thrown down from behind at the 49. The Bengals just running this defense in the ground. This defense is getting tired from all this running, and we're going to run it again. It just goes the outside of Bernard, and Bernard nowhere to go there. As Bowser's there for his 3rd tackle for loss today. Dropping back, looking, throwing on the run, almost picked off, should have been picked off. Mosley, his 2nd one he's tipped on the day. LaFell in motion on the right side. Dropping back, looking, pressure. Quick throw of A.J. Green. He has to dive to get it, but it will be punted to the Ravens. Barkley, a play action. Perryman up the middle. Perryman has the speed to break away, and it's one play. We're back in this, and that's not good. The Ravens get back into this game. We need to close it out. It's a 2-point game here. Just a field goal. We don't want to go into that situation, but we try to fit in tight coverage. Knocked down by Bowser. So here a play action. Blitz is picked up on the way from the rest of it, and throw on the run. Good throw, but just a little bit too outside. So dropping back, looking, pressures the outside. A.J. Green comes up with the football. Big box out by the big man. And we'll put it to Bernard on the outside. Bernard, he has some room in front of him, nothing but green grass, and he's going to take this one to the house as the speed and quickness and agility of Bernard is on display for this one. It's 150 rushing yards on the day. Believe this is his 5th of the season. So with 6 minutes to play, the Ravens need to get back into this. They're shocked over that one, but they've had a couple of big plays. And West is going to be one of those big plays, dragging Jackson with them to the 43. Out of the shotgun, Barkley going to throw it in the flats to Watson. Nowhere to go for him. And it's going to make it a 2nd down now. A-gap blitz is out there on the outside. Perryman almost has that taken from him. Pac-Man Jones just can't get in front of the football, and it will be a 3rd and 3. Out of shotgun. A blitz is there, and Barkley's going to miss his target. So on 4th down, Barkley outside the Perryman, and Perryman cannot come up with a big hit by Ray, jarring it loose. And that will end the drive. That's a turnover on downs. Giving it to Bernard again as we throw a flag by the official. It's going to be holding, and it's going to be on the offense. So this one is on Tyler Eifert, working that outside right edge. So dropping back again, looking, quick throw over the middle, and A.J. Green has it. Green's been that safety valve for us this year. Eifert has been injured, so we've had to rely on other ones. But this time, he's going to come up with the grab, another flag thrown down, and it's holding in the backfield. So this time, it's Clint Bowling, the left guard. So drop back, going to give it to Bernard, and Bernard is going to be stopped at near the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and 22, we do a play action, trying to bring him off guard. We have one on the outside, and it's going to be a pass interference out there. It's got to be a lot of contact, and it will be. So LaFell draws the pass interference. We get the 1st down to 26, and we still can't run the football right now, as that's only a gain of 2. Play action there, going over the middle. That's going to be caught by Tyler Boyd, working in with the injured John Ross. That's a 1st down inside the 5. A 1st and goal. Bernard untouched in the end zone. This might be the icing on the cake as we go under 2 minutes with this play. Trying to go for 2 here to make it 31, and missing LaFell on the outside. So it is a 15-point game going over the middle. It's Macklin with the catch. They're in no huddle right now. Minute 40 left. Barkley quickly on the left side. That's Wallace quickly hit after he's caught. Another quick huddle. Barkley looking quick on the left side. It's going to be caught and out of bounds. Barkley trying to set up the screen now as West has it. West has a couple of blockers, but he attempts to get out successfully there. Through the minute 20. Barkley looking. He's going to dump it off to West. Keep him in the middle of the field to make him use a timeout. They're just going to run with it and line up. No timeout taken. Barkley, quick throw to West again as he falls over. Looks like it was thrown a pass he couldn't catch and run. So Barkley this time caught and ran with by West, even though it was a couple yards. We go to 30 seconds left. Barkley on the outside to Watson. Good defense here by the Bengals, keeping him in bounds. Barkley on 2nd and 6 is sacked by Dunlap. They take their first time out, but it's not going to matter. This one goes to the outside, and Wallace jarred loose by Williams. 6 seconds left. One more play for the Ravens. There will be a toss up and knocked away. This Cincinnati Bengals with one more kneel will take this game and move into the playoffs, hopefully, as we'll have to see what the other teams have done. But we owned our own destiny today. We had the tiebreaker. We had to win this game. We did. And we'll see what it is in store for us in the playoffs. I believe we did hit a wild card at least, while the Ravens, we'll have to take a look at them, but I do not think they have that 2nd seed. So we make them actually fall down and play the first week. It might be a playoff week of another head-to-head between the Bengals and Ravens this season. Could be a third one. So Barkley, looking at the stats, 22 of 31, so pretty good. But again, McCarron just not doing anything but protecting the football. We did have 3 touchdowns, which should help. Perriman had 5 catches, 2 touchdowns, $114. We need to be on these speed guys. Ross was banged up in this game, so we'll have to see how he's doing going into the next one. Bowser, not the big dominant game he had in week 1, but still 1 sack, 3 or 4 in the backfield. And we look at the playoffs. We do play the Ravens week 1. So Ravens, Rams and Falcons, the Raiders and the Broncos, and the Lions and the Seahawks. So looking at our injury report, Dalton's out for 4 more weeks. We might bring him back eventually. Carson is out, but we will have Ross back for the next game against the Ravens. They pretty much had the same lineup, no injuries. We're going into this week. So it's the same team in the wild card. I'll see you guys next time. Later.